Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Ambitious ball here. And it's Messi. And here's Bojan. Otto, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Well read, nice interception.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
Nesta.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Nedved. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Goes for the shot! Thinks about the shot. That is a crunching tackle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Messi. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Nice looking ball. Now it's Bojan. That is good strength. Davids. Well timed, excellent interception. Cruyff. Out towards the flank. Cannavaro. Some really good ball movement. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. And here's Cruyff. And this is Romario. That's very neat. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Cruyff! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Otto. Ruben Neves. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Howson. Nedved. Del Piero. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. And Del Piero! Oh, off the bar! Messi, very much a man of this moment. And now the breakaway. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Argentina appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Right card! And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Messi. This is Romario. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Now it's Del Piero. That is a great pick out. He's come in hard. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Milan, number 7.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 15, Messi. Number 21, Pele. Number 26, Davids.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Number 10, Didier Drogba.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Number 18, Pirlo. Substitution in progress.
Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception, well timed. Howson gets good distance on it. Zico. Pirlo.
2 added minutes.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Now there's a fine ball. Drogba! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Drogba.
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substitution for Milan, number 5, Cannavaro. Coming on to replace him is...
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Played back in. Oh, important interception. And they can counter here. And it's Zico. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Ruben Neves with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And here's Del Piero. He's having a hit! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky, lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Just a quick announcement.
And that's it for the first half of extra time.
CCTV is now in operation for your
So,
safety.
15 minutes to find a winner, but is there anything left in the tank? And so, the last chance to find a winner. 15 minutes to find a winner, or else penalties. Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Looking to play him in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. Big header! Yes, he's done it! Finally, finally, finally! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Is number 11, Darwin Núñez.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Argentina can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Bout of passing here, really. Núñez! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Bale. Drogba. Chiellini with the slide tackle there. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And if you do
Well,
have
after
a
all of
chance
that,
today,
Jim,
please
what are you
take some
thinking?
time out to give
Milan
your
absolutely
support
shocking
and
here.
fun.
Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
We have already started here.
Zico. He has found the way through. No, he refuses to take the bait. Olise did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Pele. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Cleared without complication.
He's in a great position. Can he finish? It's run loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with the corner. They're first. He gets big. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And the pass is intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram gets across to intercept that. So we're still where we started right now. Milan looking to pass their way through. Real chance here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zico. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Shot climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. Manchester United are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Messi wins the duel this time. Now this could be a chance. Davids spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. Here's a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Olise. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nice bit of trickery. And this is from Mario.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It is a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. And that has been knocked clear. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're off again.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely...
He's having a shot!
And that's caused a worry or two. Out to the right. And Messi! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
Pele!
He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's a pretty loose pass. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Out towards the flank. De Bruyne.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
No foul, says the referee.
And it's Messi. Now it's Haaland. Olise. He's found a way through.
Oh, that's nice.
Olise going face-to-face with his great bullish header!
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
It's a throw-in. Zico. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
And this is Messi. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. And that was very necessary.
No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things.
He's come in hard.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substitution for Milan, number 7, Romario, number 22,
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Pele, number 15, Messi, coming on the field, number 11,
Thuram. Can he get on the end of this?
14,
Oh, played through for the wide man.
number 23, Bale,
A probing pass.
13,
Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Taking place.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Cannavaro. And it's Doué. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Davids. Milan finding their passes. Zanetti. Not the most accurate pass. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. Oh, super. And he shoots! Oh, it's in! Save the best for last! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Extra time reaches half-time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Looking to play him in. He's through here. And Cruyff! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Del Piero with the short one. And goes for the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Picked out brilliantly. Now, who's going to be first? And one more try! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Bale voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too.
In he goes again! Goal! Strasbourg! And Strasbourg score first! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, a breakthrough already.
Cruyff, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Messi, and he's on chance! It's a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Good ball, good take. Rafinha. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Howson cuts it out. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that has not gone well. Rooney. Played into space. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rafinha. Thuram. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
That's a throw. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's managed to get free. He's free, he has got space. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Cruyff can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is good alertness. Couldn't squeeze it through. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Rijkaard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rooney. Rafinha. Thuram pulls off an... There's the whistle for half-time. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitution for Milan. Number 7, Romario. Number 5.
And we're underway again.
Coming on the field. Number 10.
Short changes him with that pass.
Number 24.
Kukçu charging forward, the ball at his feet. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Olise gets into some space.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass. Olise is one whose deliveries we all know about. Zanetti. And he's been shifted off it. Rijkaard. And it's Lahm. What a throw in. Nesta. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's picked his way through. And that has been knocked clear. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Strasbourg really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now that's well seen too. Oh no, what has happened here? Can he get on the end of this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's had it taken off him. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Knocks it out wide. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a throw-in. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's a little off target. Messi. And it's claimed by the keeper. Very much into the last knockings. And it's Rooney.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Cruyff. Great chance! And that may well be that. That is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Little pass back. Ronaldinho, nicely aimed pass.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Thiago Alcantara. He's someone who can really control a game from midfield. He's got a sensational range of passing. He's got wonderful vision too. He's no doubt been...
Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Belletti.
Always onto this. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Iniesta. And here's Messi.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Pelé, and it's made its way to him.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Cruyff.
And he's had it nicked away. Pelé, great vision.
Batistuta.
He is through here. And this is Pelé.
Cruyff. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Takes a shot!
Goal! Milan!
And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Maldini. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Thuram.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
They get a throw in.
Ah, good steal. He just read it.
Rijkaard.
Oh, easy pickings there.
And here's Messi.
Played out to the right. Iniesta cross. Up he goes! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Rummenigge really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well read, nice interception. Now this could be a chance. And they've got a throw. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And it's Eto'o. Has a shot! Oh, crossbar! And that's caused a worry or two.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but...
And the shot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Batistuta finds himself offside. Belletti. Albert Ferrer. Eto'o. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi.
2 added minutes
Iniesta.
indicated.
And it's Thuram. Good running, strong and purposeful. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! And that has been knocked clear. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
Hello, everybody, and
And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Milan are up by the odd goal in 3. Just about shading things at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up...
He's having a shot! It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and a big chance! Now, in he goes again! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Ronaldinho. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Short changes him with that pass. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho. Oh, no question, that's a foul. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rijkaard.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Del Piero is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And no, oh, give it away. And Messi! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Any thoughts on the goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Eto'o. Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Eto'o. Rummenigge looking understandably energised after his goal. Great ball, and he's in here. Ah, he's given it away. Maldini. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Messi. Ball played for Nesta. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Del Piero. Nicely weighted ball. Del Piero providing an outlet on that flank. Cannavaro. Lam. He's got away. Cross to the back post. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Messi. Played through into space. Iniesta in acres of space out wide. Oh, nice touch. Iniesta. Iniesta cross. Oh, what a climb! Oh, he got himself into a great position. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cannavaro. He could be in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's managed to get free. Iniesta climbs up big, and it's there! And he is just ripping it up. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And with that, the hat-trick is... Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And the number on the board is 3. Out to the right.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He rises! Sticks it away! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't...
And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. And here's Eto'o. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Kaka plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Zanetti spots it and intercepts.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Bat.
Decent chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Edmilson turns back here, probably the best option. That's the throw.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's up.
Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And now he has two.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Eto'o, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those...
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Passing is crisp.
And Batistuta! Oh, he's hit the bar!
Contact was certainly crisp. Didn't quite come off.
Well, the way the ball sat up, he thought he had a decent chance, and to be honest, so did the rest of us.
Costa Curta. To Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. Cannavaro. And it's Rijkaard.
Nicked it back promptly.
Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time.
Cruyff!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without hesitation.
Great, and the shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi plays it short.
And here's Messi. Applies the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi. And it's Cruyff. And that has been slung wide.
And this is Pele! Pele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. He's in a good position here.
Eto'o! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half.
So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Picked out Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Davids. Del Piero. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Eto'o. That's a cute ball. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Passes short and sharp. Cruyff. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Thuram did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Kashiwa Resol finding their passes. And Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. Into the lead once more.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly...
Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. They've played it short. Nicely weighted ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Messi. And this is Pele. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Batistuta. Couldn't squeeze it through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? Davids gets into some space. Thuram clears it away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Great chance! He's got a goal!
Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Del Piero!
Oh, crossbar! Messi. And it's Kaka.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Costa Curta. Thuram. Kaka. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Has a look and plays it forward. Del Piero. Ah, such a clever touch. And he's had it nicked away. Pele. And it's Eto'o.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
How do you look back on the game then?
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already on the... Bergkamp! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! And he's found the net! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Liverpool have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Cantona, a lot, and he shoots! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Cantona! Decent hit from there. Cole. Well, that has not gone well. Gerrard. Robson. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Gerrard. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gerrard. Saka. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
A case now of complete control. Robson tries to play it through. It's Bergkamp! Outstanding save to keep that out.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
De Bruyne gets it away. And it's Gerrard. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. No way he was going to let him past. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Bergkamp. Jordan Henderson. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Bergkamp. Great vision. And he's in on... And the shot! It's in! They're back within reach! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? A probing pass. It's played through for him.
Will be 3 minutes added time.
Corner then. This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, it's terribly wayward. And that has gone straight into touch. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And the game has already resumed here. And here's Cantona. Nicely weighted ball. That is a brilliant interception. Chooses to go back. And the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! And they are cruising away! Liverpool grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Adams.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Cole. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Robson. And it's Bergkamp. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's a pretty loose pass. And here's De Bruyne.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
O'Shea. Saka kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gerrard. Now it's Bergkamp.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Goes for... It's in! Now it's Foden.
De Bruyne. Cantona. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it...
He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So, third corner of the game. Big header! It's hit the upright. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, super ball! And the shot... Can he finish? They've done it! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Could be danger here. And we're done. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it showed...
iPhone charge.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one.
And already we're underway here.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Messi. That's a good ball. De Paul. Rafa Silva. Messi. And that is a little undercooked. Now that looks a decent ball. Davids. Milan have reclaimed it. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
De Paul.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Oh, super ball! And the shot! Goal! Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Cruyff, he has found the way through. Great ball.
And the shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender.
And Cruyff! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Some resolute defending there. Now it's Cruyff. Maldini. Great ball if he can get there.
Chance for a shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. De Paul. De Paul running with the ball. Oh, he's burst through! And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again then. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
The pull really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Well, it's still early in the second half, but... And a chance! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Tell. That's headed upfield. Messi. Davids. And this is Cruyff. And it's Davids. And it's Cruyff. Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Aubameyang was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a lovely, neat pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's through, now is he in? Davids. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Great chance! And he's missed it.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Nesta is there, and he can pick it up. And here's Romario. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Milan with a free kick then. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Pelé. And this is Messi. Can he finish? Keeper always had the measure of that. Now it's Cruyff. And he's in on Pelé! Oh, it's hit the post.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he finish? Oh, terrific save. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
We all know what Xavi's game is about, Peter, but that doesn't help when it comes to...
And Cruyff! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Xavi. Pele. Knocks it into space. He can run onto that. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's in space and looking for options. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is Pele. Has a look and plays it forward. Owen. Messi. Tries to play it through. And here's Messi. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And it's Owen. Pele. Searching pass he's played there. There's the shot! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Cruyff. Now he's got space here. Batistuta. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's shifting through the gears here. And they've got rid. That's the throw. And it's Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he plays one through. Oh, good take. And Batistuta! Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's in. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he whips it. A header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Romario. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pele! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there is the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Pele! It's Pele! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pele. Cannavaro.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Romario.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Batistuta, he's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Pele. And this is Cruyff. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's chosen to go back. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Cruyff, nicely aimed pass. And it's Davids. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Romario. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Davids. Great ball if he can get there.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut. That's just playing it safe and simple. Milan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And that's been won straight back. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And they're quick to get it back. And this is Cruyff. Aimed beyond the defence. Davids. Romario. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Owen. Well seen, saw that coming. And we're done. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Hello, everybody.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't...